Good morning. We made it. We're here. Weird intro. Great intro. Welcome to another morning show. Thankful Thursday. Lots to be thankful for. Many great guests this week. Everything kind of just connected. It was good. We weren't aggressive at all. We just let it unfold. We did our best this week to get some people set up. Jay got a grove. Jay got a grove. He's grooving. You know why he's grooving? He got a grove. He got moving. You get your groove back when you start moving. Don't get too comfortable doing the same thing every day. TikTok is good, but they're talking about banning it again. And try new things. If you notice here, I have no sides. There's no sides here. We are on vertical. Oh yeah, vertical indeed. You know why we're on vertical? Vertical right now is being supported more on many platforms, and it fits great on your phone. It really does. It fits great on your phone. Mr. I don't know what that is. How do you pronounce that? Let's there you go. What is that? I'm not too sure. 2020 forward. 2020 forward. I don't know what that means. We're in 2024, aren't we? I think we are. Last time I checked. Feels good. Here's a book I've been reading, for those who read books occasionally. Here you go. 12 Steps to a Compassionate Life. I'm working on becoming more compassionate. Good luck, right? Good luck indeed. It's hard. One of the harder things to do. I find as you get older, you get a little crusty. A little more edgier in your old age. I don't know why that is. All right. It's Twitch. All right. There we go. Reese joins. Low down. Hello. Reese, how are you, buddy? How are things in your world? A lot of things going on. You've got a spiritual wife. You're a spiritual guy. You know what's going on. Are you getting tired chasing everything? You can get tired chasing stuff. You know that, right? As long as you're creative. I think even as you get older, I hope that you stay creative in pursuit. And it feels like you're using your mind now more than your body, which is great because you got an exquisite mind. And that's good advice to everybody. Honor the mind and the body and the spirit, all those things. Go in the flow. Be kind to one another, and yes, work on the compassion. One of the great things about Restream is you can have multiple cameras, multiple guests. You can have all kinds of stuff on here. Reese, you should come on sometime. That would be fun, actually. We could tell the story about the crazy man who said you're going to buy this house. As long as I live, will never, ever forget your expression when I said to you, I think you're going to buy this house. I felt like the house had chose him. I really did. The spiritual side of me thought, this house is for you. The house is waiting for you. And I really believe that spirit will choose the people who inhabit that area. And if they don't want you there, they'll make it clear. Absolutely. I had a very different experience there. My wife loved it, which is great. I'm kind of a rolling stone. I always like to go to the next thing. I like to try new things. I feel like we only have so much runway. You know what I mean? To land the plane. So we have to make the most of each and every day. And be kind to one another is really important as well. Being kind. So important. It really is. And loving. Loving is good. All right. So let's have a quick look at X Pro here for a second. We got X Pro. We had Helga on yesterday. That was wild. I loved it. All right, so we got the share thing going on here. And I'm seeing Maria as well. Let's go here. Let's flick it in here. Oh, wow. We're grooving now, aren't we? Does that make it smaller? No. Does that affect the light? I don't know. All right, let's do this. That kind of works. These, you know, there's so many different things you can do. You can do this, which you just saw. You can do this, which fits really good on the Twitter screen, by the way. What I want to do is I want to move the X Pro to the other screen. It'll just make it easier for me. I don't know if it's going to let me do it. Yep. Oh, it's almost, you'd almost swear I knew what I'm doing. Good morning, Simone. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Donika. Herc, yes, and Keith Stellar. That guy's a hoot and a half. Oh my God. Phenomenal. Jackie, keep doing what you're doing. There's JB. I always think of JB as J. Brown. You know who that is? James Brown. Get up on the good foot in the morning. Absolutely. What are the Bills going to do this year? Oh my God, they're... You know, it's getting crazy in the football. I think a lot of teams are going to have a really rough time. They're going to have to draft well. And they've increased the cap by 30 million. They're up to 255. You think you'd be able to get some great players at 255 million, right? All right, so inner practitioner. Not everyone is basically got your back. There are backstabbers. There are narcissists. There are manipulators. There are friends who cause trauma. There are friends that you have formed through trauma. Yeah. The way that he structures his sentences drives me a little loony. I don't find them free-flowing, but I think they're honest, which is important. And that just goes to show that everybody is wired differently, right? Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. That is so gorgeous. The shadows, the color, the shapes. I think that is completely computer generated. Unbelievable. Crazy good. I like that. Digital art. We're going to be able to watch movies like nobody's business, and none of it is going to be real. It's all going to be computer generated. And I think certain actors are going to sell their image, their voice, that type of thing. That's how they're going to make the money. I'm not talking next week. I'm talking a few years. You're going to be able to see legends from the past in current movies. That will be cool. And it'll be somewhat accurate. It reminds me of the holodeck. Give thanks for all the blessings which have not yet been received. Oh, God, that's so good. But that are on their way. Yeah, well, let's hope they're on their way for you guys, right? I hope you get what you want. Be careful what you wish for, though, right? It entails all the other things that are entailed with it, which can be, honestly, a major pain in the ass. And that's why you've got to be so careful of the people that you let in your inner circle, right? People don't realize that. You know, when you let the devil in your den and then you get upset because things didn't work out, you really only have yourself to blame. Right now, we are currently on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram. Oh, and Twitter, right? I don't know if I said that already, which is now X. If you go vertical, if you go portrait, there are benefits to both. Right now, if you go vertical, which is portrait, if you go landscape, you get to fit everything in there. It's fun if you're watching it on the TV, but if you're watching anything on your tablet or you're watching it on your phone, I'm telling you right now, vertical's the way to go. And that was one of the big arguments at HAPS. People lost their mind. It is really difficult to get good at navigating on it, though, because it gives you so little space to work with. But I've gotten better, and I have to get in the habit of now doing one vertical, one portrait, maybe not as long. I want to thank Helga from yesterday, the show. It was great. I want to thank Jay for all that he does. Big Daddy D. It almost feels like it should be Big Daddy J. Well, that would sound like Big Daddy Joint, wouldn't it? Well, the other one's not much better either. We should leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone, Michael. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. That's for sure. All right, let's see what we got here. What is the weather like where you guys are right now? Right here, right now, it is sunny. It's beautiful. Oh, look at this. It says the Toronto Maple Leafs might be forced to make a big splash during Friday's NFL trade deadline. What does that mean? Well, I've never seen Toronto look better. I really have not. They look amazing. God, there's a lot of skilled players. There really is. It's pretty amazing to see the growth that they've had this year. Now, we all know it is a different world in the playoffs. You can shine during regular season. It's great. It sells tickets. It causes hype. People love it. Brings joy to their lives each day. But the playoffs, that's the real deal. And that's kind of what happened with, our good friends KC, right? Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes, Kelsey. They peaked at the right time. But I'm telling you, they were sucking wind at the beginning. It was bad. It was really bad. But the Leafs, they look good. They're entertaining. It's not embarrassing. It's wonderful. Here's a great player. Do you know who that is? That is a great player. I think so. Oh my God, that is wild. Look at how small the basketball looks in his hand. It looks like he's using a little junior ball. That's incredible. What is this? What is this? This is ridiculous. That's so funny. I don't even know what that is. Let's see if I can make it a little better for you guys here. Nope. Let's try this one. Yes, that's way better. Does anybody have any idea what that is? It kind of looks like a face. I'm not sure. It's interesting though. Look at this. Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? That is gorgeous. I love photography. I love books. I love music. I love great conversation. I love building communities. Yesterday we had a great day. You know what's wild? These are, I believe, endangered. I don't care what they're saying. I do not see the butterflies I used to see. Brights Grove, I would go and there would be, oh my God, hundreds of monarch butterflies. I have some videos. I don't see butterflies like I used to. The other thing I don't see as much, and we used to be, oh my God, inundated, like festation with little ladybugs, which I think are cute too. So what's eating them or what's killing them, right? I guess that's what we have to figure out. But there's something very mystical and rebirth. And, oh, this is beautiful too. Okay, this is Brooklyn Morgan Johnson. Not sure why I keep getting tested. Never gonna quit. Never being busted. It doesn't say that. My wings set to me places. So entrusted. Ooh, I like that. Entrust your spirit, right? Trust yourself. We all have this magnificence that lives inside us. It really does. Now, what's really strange here, is this the end of the world? Because if you see, there's all these fire bombs. Now, is that coming off this angel? In death is there rebirth? What does this all mean? Oh, man. That is interesting. What do you think of that, eh? We are all bad in someone's story. It's a beautiful painting, image. It looks like a 63 Impala Chevy. Beautiful car. My dad had an Impala when I was a little kid. Oh my God. This says marrying the wrong woman. To me, that looks like I drank too much, but I do take care of my body. This is a strange photo. Oh my God, this is so true. You know, I think my mind sometimes tells me I'm 29. My body tells me I'm 79, though. That's the problem, right? My body tells me I'm 79 some mornings. It's not good. I'm liking this. This is kind of jazzy, this tune we're listening to right now. Lauren Joseph. You know what we didn't do? And I don't know if I did it yesterday. I'm going to have to do it in a second here. Best thing I ever did was stop telling people what's going on in my life. Oh, yeah. Privacy is important. It is so important. Keep your private stuff private. Totally agree with that. Everyone doesn't need to know your shit. Less is more. Be a little mysterious. What is this symbol right here? What is that? This is interesting. It looks like it was a factory at one point. It doesn't look like a place of worship, that building, and that building is old. That looks like that could be like 1880 or 1870 when that was built. Now, the windows have been replaced, but just the way it's bricked in the back, and it's interesting. Things were built better back then, right? Definitely built better. You should either have a supportive partner or no partner. There is no third option. I agree to disagree. Some people have, what are they called? Friends with benefits. Maturity is when you know the other person's lying, but you just smile and let it go. Yes! It's their shit. It's not your shit. Don't bathe in their shit. Seriously, don't bathe in their shit. Don't bathe in their lies. You know, easy to say, but there are so many people that are going to mess with your mind. Don't let them mess with your mind. It's just not worth it. It just isn't. And if you can, every day replenish the well, if you can. Replenish it in any way you can. So important. And true friendship goes through ups and downs, right? You're going to have where you want to kill each other at times. If you've been friends, say, for like 30 years or longer. One of my best friends, Jimmy, James, whatever one you like better. We've been friends since, I think, grade 5? Grade 5? I think that's right. So we've known each other a majority of my life. Yeah, I'd say almost 50 years. At least 40, right? Here's something I purchased recently. Still haven't opened it. There won't be any surprises here because I love Gary Moore. This is something I purchased in Europe, I believe. It was reasonable. It wasn't cheap, but it was reasonable. I think it was $12 total. Delivery, everything, $12. I usually don't pay that much, but I find if it's something you really like, you'll get it. It's fairly new too. It's 2020, so it's not an old compilation. It says it has over 2 hours of music. It's got some of the rock stuff. And do you know what group he was in? Anybody? Before he became a blues master? The hit song was Boys Are Back in Town. Here's one I got at a thrift store. This is reminding me of my DJ days, my youth or younger man, I think. This is the most basic cover I've ever seen. I paid a whopping, if you look here, $1.99. Now I'm going to have to replace the case, but it is in perfect shape. And I love London Beat. I wish to God they had every CD there. Now, I don't like every song that they've done, but Come Back is one of my favorite songs. Build It With Love. Love it. Build It With Love is one of those uplifting, almost like a church anthem. I wonder if it has the lyrics. Let me look. That's a pretty good book, actually. Let's see. I'm going to read some of the lyrics to you. Yeah, okay. You ready? Here we go. Holy crap, is that small. All right. We can build it with love, peace, happiness. We can build it with hope, faith, togetherness. There are walls that divide us in our separate lives. Rivers deep, valley low, mountain high. We need bridges between our lives, a bond of understanding for the other side. Let's build a bridge from me to you, not for the chosen few, but for everybody. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? And, you know, it's when I was younger, a lot of stuff was more how things made me feel, right? How does this song make me feel? That was kind of where I was in my life. I was like, okay, what am I doing here? What is the benefit of this? And many things that I loved when I was younger, I think were more based in movement, dancing, the message, but not a deep message, just a message. The more you fear something happening, the more likely it will occur. I agree. Whatever you focus on, you get sooner or later. I remember being maybe 16 years old, and I was in this area of houses, and I had no means. I was broke, or at least near broke. I think I was working. Part-time or something. I was doing something. And I was dating this girl, beautiful girl, very kind, smart, good upbringing. And she lived in this magnificent house in this magnificent area. And I kind of said to myself, God, I'd love to live here someday. That would really be something if I could make it and live in this area. What's wild is, I think it was almost 20 years later, I lived one street over from where I made that statement. And it just goes to show you, we have to be careful of what we feed our minds, our bodies, our spirit, and who we hang around with, right? That is so important. You know, who you associate with. And make the most of your time, because we don't have an abundance of it. We really don't. We're here for a very, very short time. All right, let's see here. You know what? I would love to play some tunes. I'm going to do that in a minute. Let's just have a quick look here. Oh, we've got people on X. Anybody that's on X, say hello. I think I can see you. It would be great. I've been trying to get a few individuals from Axon, and I've been successful so far. I was on briefly last night, a wonderful space, and it was a lot of young seekers who are, I think, finding their way, and it was wonderful to hear. And you could feel the energy in the room elevating as they spoke, and you could tell they were there supporting each other. And it was not listen to me, listen to me. It was more like, I want to add this to it. You know, it was like a buffet of spirituality. Woo! Yes. Look at this. Let your heart take flight. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And if you can, in this year, really start to map out in your head where you want to end up. I think that is so important. And don't worry about things that you have no control over. Zero control. Just take flight. Believe in yourself. Don't share everything with everybody. Keep it within yourself. Let it manifest within you. Talk to spirit. Pray. Journal. But keep a lot of it to yourself. Because you're going to have those within your inner circle that are going to knock the stuffing out of you at times. And you have to not listen to those voices. And even if they're propping you up, you have to have this internal drive where none of that matters. It's just noise. And if you look at people that are successful like Elon Musk, right? That guy has tunnel vision. He gets upset, his feelings get hurt, yes. But it doesn't stop him from doing what he needs to do. You know, this is one of the things about worship. A lot of people don't care to thank God when things are good. And we have to give praise to the service that we give, right? We are here to serve. That's it. That's our mission. It's not to acquire 15 houses and 21 cars and 13 wives and beautiful garments. It's really about living in the moment. I love this here. Coffee, accomplishment, taste good together. That's so funny. Coffee and accomplishment taste good together. That is hilarious. Courage is contagious. When a brave man takes a stand. Oh, what is that? I don't want to say it. It doesn't look right to me. Turmeric. My wife gives me turmeric every day. Turmeric is one of nature's greatest gifts. This super root is an amazing anti-inflammatory and antitoxin. Anti-cancer benefits are no secret. A teaspoon a day of turmeric can help fight cancer, depression, heart disease, and increase brain cell growth. Wow. Wow. That's pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take that any day. The old brain growth. All right, what else do we got here? Look at this. Oh, these are good. This is old. These are great. This is like drum beats. They were expensive when they came out. You know, there are guys that are able to fix those and keep those. A lot of the machines broke. But if you know how to fix them, you really got something. Great quotes on Twitter. That's what we're looking at right now. What's it say? On a day when the wind is perfect, the cell just needs to open and the world is full of beauty. Oh, that's Rumi. That is beautiful. God, he writes great stuff. Do you know who Rumi is? I do. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Look at that. And then it's got on the big toe, which looks like the pyramid, and the Masonic all-seeing eye, which is found on the dollar bill, right? Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. We have someone on Facebook. Hello on Facebook. How are you? Oh, you just reminded me. Here's the thing. If you are on, okay, you need to go to Facebook. I wonder if I can show you this. This is kind of important. Facebook. So if you're on Restream, let's see if I can show you this. I think I can. All right, I gotta find it. Facebook. Okay, you can see it. Share. I don't know how well you're gonna see it, but we'll try. Right here. All right. And no, that's not what I want. Let's click this. You can see my nostrils there. That's it. Let's do this. Is this better? Not really. Let's try this. All right. Well, I'm going to go to login. And then I'm seeing myself from March 6th, many years ago. Only you can see this unless you share it. Well, sorry, people are seeing it. Let's go to... I need to go to my main page, right? So let's click this. This always confuses me. Do I go here? Yeah. Okay, here. So we're live. We can see it. And then you see these three little buttons? I don't know if you can see the little arrow here. I wonder if I get rid of one of me. Let's get rid of one of me here. Okay. I don't know if this is going to help. Not really. It's more confusing than anything. That might be the best I can do. Okay, so these three little buttons, you click this, and then if you're on for a while, you've got to go to Edit Audience. And you see how it's on Friends? You need to put it on Public if you want people to be able to leave a comment. Now, I think that's also in the future, but you're going to see that. So, okay, here's an example. Let's see if I can leave a comment here. All right, love is alive. Let's do it. Do you know who did that song? My Love is Alive? All right. So it is now in the chat. What did that take? 4 seconds? If that, 4 or 5 seconds total. So now it's working. But anybody who is seeing this can leave a comment. I love it. All right, let's get rid of that. You can also share your comments to the side, but it's just a mess if you do that. Just, especially, well, watch this. You know, it's on the bottom, but let's say you had a lot of comments. It doesn't work very well. It just doesn't. But it's better than nothing if you're going vertical. If you're really worried about comments, landscape. Gotta go landscape. If you want to just choose your comments, right? This is better. You do it. Because if you have trolls, crazy ass people, which you do, especially on YouTube Live. YouTube Live now, though, if you go on vertical and you look at the feed in shorts and you pause one of the shorts that you like, you will see a little button that says live. You click that button and you will be able to see all the other live contributors, like this crazy guy. All right, let's click that. It's gone. No, it's not gone. Oh, you also have the ability just to hide it. It's now in the shadows forever. Let's have a quick look here while we're here. Martha Proctor. That's Donald Newland. There's Hal. And Randy. I see Randy every day now. Everybody loves Rick Costa. I tried to get Rick to try the vertical, and yeah, he's not for it. But if you want to build your audience and have people looking at you in such a manner where you use the whole screen on your phone, you gotta go vertical. You have to. I'm a big believer of that now. All right. So, more music. Let's get rid of the overlay of the comments. Now it's gone. Okay. So, you can add an extra camera, which you can see I have done. Here you go. And this is another one I got on sale. This is Jesse Cook. Phenomenal. Acoustic Spanish player. Unbelievable price. I believe it's mint. Let me look here. I owned this at one time. Oh my god. It doesn't even look like it's ever been played. Is that spit? Yeah, it's spit. I spit on it. But that's something you can't give. And this was probably the deal of the day that day. Love this. You ready? For those who don't know, I like crooners as well. This is who? That's Frank Sinatra. This is, you ready? 2 disc for $1.99. And I'm 90% sure it's absolutely perfect. So I think a lot of people buy these, and what they end up doing is they just convert it and put it in their Walkman or in their computer or whatever they do. But this is probably the best deal I've gotten in a long time. Right here. Frank Sinatra, $1.99. I don't even know what I'd have to pay for it. It's got Stardust, A Foggy Day, Let's Fall in Love, The Girl Next Door, Old Devil Moon. Love is a Tender Trap. I love that. Pocket Full of Miracles, Strangers in the Night, That's Life. That's one of the best. And the theme from New York, New York. And when I was very young, I would say maybe 18, 19, and one of my favorite ladies clubs, stripper club, whatever you want to call it, every night they would either play New York, New York, which meant leave, or Take Me Home, Country Roads. Do you know who does that? John Denver. So if you heard that, it was time to go home. It's time to leave. And I always thought that was a cool transition to Please Leave. What do we got here? What do we got? Joanne. Hi, Joanne. I'm looking at you here. Michael Joseph Murray. And you know what I need to do, which I still haven't done? Hello to my sister, Michelle. I see you here as well. Thank you for your support. And I don't know. Let's get out of Facebook here for a second. But if you are going to try Restream, it is free if you use only 2 platforms. So right now I've got 5. If you buy it around New Year's, they have all these Black Friday, type of sales, and they're half off. So I think the normal price, is about $140 a year or something like that. And I think I got it for $89 or $90 with tax, so just shy of $100. And it is something I use every day. Now, the reason I love it is you also have the ability, easily have the ability to, let's see here. No, that's so funny. Gangrene. You have the ability to upload the videos for 14 days, and they're really high quality. The other thing that's really cool, guys, it's beta. YouTube right now has YouTube Create, and it is phenomenal for your phone. Very similar to the programs that you pay for. And I'm falling in love with that program. It is making my life daily much easier than it's ever been before. All right, let's go look here what we've got. We've got me in all my glory. We currently have individuals on X. Hello, X. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you and all that you do. So if you're watching from wherever you are, feel free to say hi. We would love to know where you're from, where you're going. Subscribe, like. If you like this content, please share it, right? If there's something I've said that you don't agree with, be respectful if you can, and share your comments. If you would like to be a guest in the future, connect with me at shoutmgb@gmail.com. shoutmgb@gmail.com. I should get better at just putting that up there, but we're living in strange times. We really are. And we have to learn to be patient with one another. And I'm not saying somebody's floor mat, where they dust their feet on you because they have, zero respect for you. I'm not saying that at all. That is not the message from me. All right. I like the music today. This is pretty good. I'm curious what it is. Oh, it's lo-fi. It's lo-fi. All right. I'm going to click this. And we are going to take a moment and thank some of the contributors that leave notifications of sorts. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get it to fit. It's fitting! Yay! Okay. Here we go. So, don't know this individual, but thank you for the support. And I'm following them, so it must have been someone I saw in a Twitter Spaces or something. Edward, I know Edward. Oh my lord. 217,000 followers. He's a beast. Blaine! Love to have Blaine on the show. That would be fun. This is Dina. And Dina is also Canadian. She's creating awareness. I would agree with that. And she is a Spaces host. She's another one that would be an insanely good guest. May you feel loved, honored, respected, appreciated, and supported. Well, we'll do our best. Here's one of my guests that we had this week, Maria Humphreys. And I love stuff like this. Love it. They posted a photo very similar to that. The Glassworks. The amount of, think about that. All the effort that went into that. It's insane. It really is an art form. We don't do that kind of stuff anymore. This is such a sad story. Right here. Do you know who this is? Russell Wilson. You imagine a team is willing to lose $85 million just to get rid of you. And yet 2 years earlier, they gave you the moon and more. What else we got here? This is notifications as well. Mentions. You can also, if you're snooty, you can only look at the verified people. The privileged. Jace Jacobs, good friend of mine. Donika. Rebecca. There we go. And these are all verified users. Patricia. All right, who else we got here? Tim Brown. Thank you to everyone who came out tonight. I think that was on the Monday. I you know what? I was in that show the last 10 minutes, I think. I made it in. Like last call for Aki Hall. Do you remember that? Coach Turby. The Hermit King. All right, let's see how different it is when you go all. No rules. Well, thank you. Can't say I really know no rules, but let's have a look. I remember it. All right. What else we got here? Oh yeah, it's quite a bit different, isn't it? Here's Simone, another person I would love as a guest. Salomon. Yes, thank you, dear friend. Yes, I kind of remember this person. Yeah. And of course, oh my lord, I've 10 years maybe? 10 years of following each other. And now it's pretty much the same. We don't miss much. Oh, there's Carl. There's Carl. Good Carl. He tried last night. Man, he gave it. He's a great host. He's so much better at that than me. He's so positive and patient. People drive me crazy. People who are not willing to share the dance floor. Like if there were 5 people here, my whole focus now is I want to hear you. I don't need to hear me. And if you want to hear you, do this. You can talk to yourself. It's an art form, by the way. It's not easy to do by any stretch of the imagination. But if you want to get comfortable in your skin, start doing this. I've been doing this for a very long time, so it is not something that was easily done. I used to be freaking terrified when it came on. Terrified out of my goddamn mind. It was awful. So if you're starting a podcast, don't expect it to be perfect. Just do it. Do it every day. Even if it's 1 minute. 1 minute. Everybody can do those. I've been so freaking lazy lately with the shorts. And if you're like I am, I'm good on the flow. And if you have guests, then you can cut it up. Put it on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook or whatever rocks your world, you know? I want to quickly look here before we go. Local video. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I played this yesterday. This is wonderful. This is someone that I really enjoy. Select. His name is Rob Hazen. And Rob Hazen is an independent artist who I think is crazy gifted. You tell me what you think. Please follow him. He's out there making a living. He does every kind of venue you can think of. You know, I've seen him at fruit markets and all kinds of things. Now, not in person, because every time that he is at a venue, guess what he does? He records it live, right? Like you can talk to him and he's engaging and patient and kind. And trust me, that is not easy to go up in front of a bunch of strangers and force your music upon them. Here you go.
Yeah, you send that shock when you walk into any room. And in my atmosphere, I feel your sonic boom. Baby, I'm paralyzed, there's nothing I can do. Ooh, can't get enough, I can't get enough. Everything that you do brings a tingle up my spine. Girl, I wanna make it mine. And everything that you are is a perfect work of art. You shine brighter than the stars. Little lady, you know you're driving me so damn crazy. I can't stop thinking about you, baby, and I can't let it go. I really wanna let you know exactly how I feel about you. How I feel about you. How I feel about you. You like that spark in me. Oh, you're my electric love. You're my electric love. Well, I'm weak. The way you're moving, the way you're grooving to the beat. It's like a needle weight that knocks me off my feet. It's like a fever of 300 damn degrees. And I can't get enough, I can't get enough. Everything that you do brings a tingle up my spine. Girl, I wanna make it mine. And everything that you are is a perfect work of art. You shine brighter than the stars. Little lady, you know you're driving me so damn crazy. I can't stop thinking about you, baby, and I can't let it go. I really wanna let you feel about you. You light that spark in me. Oh, you're my electric love.
I never, ever get sick of that song. It is so good. I don't know how that wasn't a monster hit. You know? He should sell it. Sell it to somebody. Right? Get the money. Show me the money. But some people, they want to do their own. He's got a great voice. He's an amazing guitar player. And he promotes a lot of strange guitars, which I like. All right, here we go. Anybody know who this is? Saquon Barkley. New York is probably going to get rid of him. There's no respect right now for running backs. I don't know what that's all about. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh my God, look at this. Built like a brick shithouse. Unbelievable. My abs look just like that. Maybe one ab. One of my abs looks like that. The protruding, bulging. They are so athletic now. It's insane. And the amount of work that goes into being an athlete, especially football players. But it's the one thing where if you have 1 year and you do well, oh my God, you could make millions. You just have to be good with your money. Most of them aren't. And their agents take a lot of their money. And you know what's cool is a lot of the free agents now are going, nope, not doing it anymore. Nope, I am not doing it. It's not going to happen. Life extension, longevity. God, this is not my list. This is somebody else's. And it looks like a lot of medical journal. I'm trying to find. Oh, that's awful. What is the benefit of that? People. There must be some magical message there. Breaking through my life in science. This looks interesting. That looks honestly like something I might read. I don't know if I get through it, but I try. You know, and I think you have to constantly be willing to try new things. Okay. So anybody who is looking for a cheap microphone, okay, and you're podcasting, and you're new to podcasting, I highly recommend this one here. This is one of the cheapest microphones I own. I have so many microphones that are as much as this or more, and I don't use them. And the reason I use this one, the ease of use. It's a USB. It's got good sound. You just prop it up anywhere. I use it all the time when I do shorts. I link it with a dongle. Do you know what a dongle is? I link it with one of these. You know, C end here. And all phones and everything's going to be a C soon. And then I go over the audio if I need to and add it. So, you know, because it's hard to be a wizard when you're holding your dog and doing some spiritual saying. Now, sometimes you're in the flow and you can do it. And if your dog is in an absolute whack job, which mine is, I love her, but she gets hyper. She sees a squirrel and other dogs, you know, she'll rip my arm right off. So I have to be very careful and mindful of what I'm doing. But I have no idea this year who is going to do well. Yeah, see, and there's a lot of this. All these teams right now are getting rid of excess baggage. And part of it is the draft this year is absolutely insane. The amount of talent that is on this draft. It is probably the equivalent of 2 good drafts in one. And they were talking about it last year at this time, saying the draft next year is mind-blowing. Get ready. There's going to be about 5 quarterbacks that are ready. And there's never been a richer pool of wide receivers than there is in this draft. So I really can't even remotely predict what is going to go down until we see how all this talent gets harvested. And I feel really bad for the players because we're starting to get into a league where there might be 30 to 50 people that have very secure employment. And the rest, they're interchangeable parts on a chessboard. They really are. And life is becoming that way. Just as we are being replaced by AI in many ways. It's crazy. I see this, and this reminds me of so many of my friends. Um, this is a guy that if he ended up in the right place, oh my God, he could take the world on by storm. You know, do you know who this is by any chance? Yeah. So never give up on yourself. Never give up on your team. Always be flexible and willing to go into new avenues of self discovery. I love this, the wolf. That is so funny. That's awesome. That is his nickname. But the athletes now are very close to being ready to play in the NFL. 10 years ago, you would get someone and you would hope they would work out within 2 years. That has changed. Everything has been hyper excelled. And the league of play, like the level of play in college, is definitely heightened. And because college players are making money, like Caleb Williams, I think, has already made $10 million and never been on an NFL field yet. That's crazy. And I don't think that even includes endorsements. So look at the generational wealth that Mahomes has, right? Many people thought Mahomes was immature, not ready, too strange the way he played. He's going to be a bust. Oh my God. He is probably proven in the last 3 years he is the most gifted player most days on the field. And do not ever underestimate his mindset. He is a beast when it comes to being able to read and diagnose what the players are going to do because he works hard at this. This isn't all natural talent. This is things that he has developed. And just know that with yourself, that, wherever you are in your journey right now, this is just a step. And enjoy the step because it's like this. You're here, you're gone. And really, your existence doesn't mean a lot in the collective. It means more to the people within your inner circle who you help. So be mindful of the words that you use each day. God bless you all. See you on the flip side. And we will be probably on again today sometime. Until we see the sun together. Go hug a tree. Put your feet inside the soil. And let it neutralize all the pain, regret, sorrow,